Hello. Sorry about being late. It's tax season. I just muted myself, and the world does not always like my schedule, so I apologize. I usually try to get live right at 3 o'clock, but today it did not work. Hello, and like I said, welcome to this week's Profit Maximizer Moment. This show is dedicated to helping business owners dramatically improve their bottom line with our weekly profit maximizing tips that you can use now. I'm your host and coach, Wayne Belisle. I'm also the founder of a local CPA firm that works with business owners to help them make more money and keep more of it from the IRS. I do this with our profit coaching programs and with our tax planning systems, which has saved my clients over $6.8 million. Actually, over $7 million now. I need to update that over the last 6 years, all legally. Like I said, I love my clients, but don't want to share jail cell with them. This week, we're going to continue how to avoid the mistakes and common mistakes that business owners make. So last week, we talked about marketing mistakes. This week, we're going to talk about management mistakes that business owners make. But before we get there, first, today's show is brought to you by, I forgot the name, Profit Maximizing Publisher, which published my book, The 90-Day Profit Reset, which shows you how to gain your independence from reduced cash flow, shrinking margins, and an evaporating customer base. In this book, you'll find chapter after chapter and idea after idea about how you can turn around your business and reset your profits from red to black in 90 days or fewer. Even entrepreneurs who are making money will benefit from my book by learning how to make even more money. Like I said, I designed that book specifically for this time where things are a little tough. Margins are going up. World's not cooperating. We're seeing heavy inflation. This is the time when things are going well. It's easy to just say, we can put that off. All right, because heck, things are going well. But now it isn't there. I need to see what the hell that's all about. All right, whatever. I'm getting warning signs. I don't know what it is. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Anyways, look, every time I meet a business owner, I say the same thing. Congratulations and my condolences. See, I know what kind of wild ride they're about to embark on. I congratulate them because being self-employed can be both financially and emotionally rewarding. Nothing beats the feeling of satisfaction that comes from building a business from scratch that supports you, your family, your employees, and your families. Owning a small business is simply the essence of the American dream. Nothing else will reward you for your hard work and ingenuity the way owning a successful small business does. I give them my condolences because, very simply, they don't know what they don't know. And what they don't know causes them to make very many common mistakes that result in lost sales, lost profits, and often the failure of their business. Last week, like I said, we talked about marketing mistakes. So let's move. And you really want to cover that one. You really want to go back and look at that one if you haven't. All right. This week, we're going to talk about business management mistakes you make when you first started your business, all right? Or if you haven't, when you do, you're the president and the janitor. As long as you're doing most of the work, management is easy. Once the business grows to a point where you can't do it all by yourself, having strong management skills is what separates the highly profitable businesses from those that fail or those that are just getting by. Unfortunately, most business owners are not trained or experienced managing a business. Use myself as an example. I was a good CPA when I started my business. I even had experience managing people at Coca-Cola. I had a department of 30 plus people, but I really had no idea how to run a CPA firm. I had to learn that job. There's a huge difference between being a good CPA and being good at running a CPA firm. The same in any business. You can be a great dentist, but if you haven't, you don't know how to run a dental practice, you're going to leave money on the table. So how important do I think it is? I am convinced that I could grow my business to this point in about 5 years rather than the 30 it's taken me. That is the power of learning how to manage your business. It's also the only way to grow a successful business, which is why many business owners end up failing when their businesses grow. Here's the common mistakes I see. They don't have long-term goals or a plan for reaching them. If you don't have a goal, you're just drifting. If you do have goals but no plan on how to reach them, you're only dreaming. Okay. Every year you should have set or reevaluated your goals, and every month you should have a plan to make progress towards those goals. I discussed this in a little bit more depth about a month ago. They don't have not aligning your goal strategies and business systems with your values. Trying to sell something that is against your morals is a sure road to failure. I once passed all the tests to sell insurance and retirement products to my clients. I lasted about 6 months because I couldn't get over the feeling that I had lost my independence and autonomy with my clients. I found myself sabotaging my sales because of this conflict with what I believe my core values. Not recognizing a new threat or opportunity. Too many businesses have failed to notice a trend and either fallen into severe financial trouble or completely been eliminated or missed an opportunity to make a great profit. My favorite example is Blockbuster, who failed to notice the opportunity in digital content. If they'd done an annual SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, threats, again, something I covered recently, they might have been able to continue as a major player in the home entertainment market. Instead, they're fighting. They're gone. I think there's one store somewhere in the United States, and I don't know what it is. What threats or opportunities are you missing? All right. They don't know how to hire good employees. A good employee is often a business's most important asset. A bad hire can cost you thousands of dollars. Worse, even in my mind, is the mediocre employee because you fire the bad ones. The good ones, the great ones, tend to leave if you don't have a program to keep them, and the mediocre ones stick around forever. All right. And what you get is mediocre work, which means you're putting out a mediocre product. Learning how to hire good talent is a crucial skill many business owners simply do not have. Next is with it, not keeping good employees. Once you have hired the perfect employee, you must have a system in place to direct them, monitor, and reward good performance and challenge them. That usually is a requirement because they're looking for something different every time. They want to be challenged. They don't want just a job. Right? Not having job descriptions. Without job descriptions, it's impossible to have the right people in the right spots. This leads to confusion, overlap, and loss of productivity. It also leads to your employees creating their own jobs in order to fill the time or not doing any work whatsoever. This is kind of important. All right. I went into Coca-Cola roughly with the same number of employees I left, but we had taken on 5 other plants. So we were doing the work for 6 plants. Plus, we had a special project team that paid for the department every year. And one year, we saved the company over $10 million. And that was an annual savings, it was just the first year savings. Failing to develop leaders and managers. If you want to grow, you must have strong managers. This takes time and patience, so don't wait until you absolutely need a manager. Next thing is micromanaging. Too many business owners think the only way to get the job done right is if they're involved in every single aspect of the business. This stifles employee productivity, reduces initiative, and makes it difficult to keep quality employees. Stop being a meddling taskmaster and focus on growing a profitable business. Remember, once you step in and make a decision, you're telling your staff that you have to make that decision. All right. Try to step away, tell them what you want done, what the time frame is, and what a finished product supposed to look like, but don't really care too much about how they get it done as long as it's a quality product at the end within the time frame you wanted and done on time. What else do you want? Lack of systems and procedures. I could spend a ton of time on this, and there's tons of books out there. It's almost impossible to provide your customers with a consistent experience without procedure and systems. I tell my business owners they do have procedures, even if they didn't design them. They have those procedures or whatever your employees decide will be the best or fastest way to finish the job. This may not be what you want. Okay. And it definitely isn't a way to get consistent product delivery. All right. Failing to manage the owner's time. Running a business is complicated and quickly overwhelm the owner. It is very common to get so lost in the day-to-day operations of a business that you end up ignoring the important work of growing your business and increasing your profits. So, I usually at some point in my 90-day lesson, we're always sitting there, and at some point they go, it's all great, but I don't have time to do this. That's when we step in when I'm coaching and say, all right, let's look at what you're spending your time on. I'm going pretty fast because I'm running late, like I said. Plus, I always try to keep this to about 10 minutes. Watch last week's for marketing mistakes. Watch this week's for the management mistakes. We're not going to have one next week because of the April 15th deadline. But the week after, we're going to talk about money mistakes that business owners make. If you look at all 3 combined, if you can look at them and avoid these mistakes, you're a long way towards learning the lessons that I had to learn the hard way, and many business owners have to learn the hard way. Hey, thanks so much for listening. I'll see you not next week, the week after, with another profit maximizing tip. And hey, let's keep working to make this our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much.